Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the number 1 team in the land. A crew today that's looking to make a strong statement. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the offense out for their first possession of the game. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Everyone moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
This will be 3rd and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Running play called on 3rd and short. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board here.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. The quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Wisconsin's offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Let's fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Finally able to make the tackle, but that's a huge gain here as they grab momentum wrapping up the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Badgers. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Offense on the field to take over. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quick throw over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but an interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it's 2nd down here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays. This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion sets up a second down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They got him.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Badgers will line up to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it second and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks. Can he reach the end zone?
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his fourth receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
But they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Pressure is coming. Quick throw to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack makes it third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for his back. The ball is caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle made after the completion. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Ball handed off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds after an enormous gain, but there is a penalty marker on the field. And this one may be coming back. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Here's the second down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 25.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Tackle made after a big gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Dean moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. It's a short completion to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the left side. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And the quarterback dropping back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 30 now. Inside the 10.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Will he score here?
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Now the all-important extra point. Quarterback drop. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he's got it for the two-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Seven defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. First down. Looking to throw the football. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.